Hello everyone, welcome you all. So today we are going to see how to create workflow in Documentum. Um, Three things we are going to see here: how to create workflow using Workflow Manager, and how to install it, and how to configure it using D2 D2 config. Okay. So first, let's understand what is workflow. Basically, workflow is used to automate the business process using Workflow Manager. In Documentum, we have one tool called Workflow Manager. Okay, using that tool, we're going to create the workflow. Okay, basically, workflow will contain some approval process. Like consider like there is one approval process people going to automate. Okay, like our document should want to get approved by a manager. In between, there is a two officers. Okay, if anyone can reject the flow or he can redirect the flow. If he approves, the document will go to manager. Once we got the approval, we can some action can be taken. So basically this is the approval process workflow. uh, let's see technically how the workflow template was defined using Workflow Manager. And this is the Workflow Manager. Okay, so you can see the flow, the basic structure of the workflow: initiate and end. These two options will be there. Okay, in between, these are all activities. There are two kind of activities. One is manual activity, another one is auto activity. Okay, these things you can drag out from palettes using toolbar. Okay, in this uh, in this template you can see repository name, username here, and the template name here, and the state of the workflow. Okay, so first let's understand activity. So activity represent the task which we are going to do. Basically, the activity defines you can create a document, append a document, or review document, approve. Basically, when workflow, if that workflow triggers and hit to an activity, that particular user can review that form, and either he should approve or he has to edit some document. Basically he has to attach or review or append a document. Okay, there are two types of activities. One is manual and another one is auto activity. In manual activities, mostly user manually used to approve the things. Notification arrives to user inbox, and the user has to do some action, and based on the action the flow will proceed further or it get reject. Automatic activity basically done by the program behalf of the user. And next, let's see about activity inspector. As I show, activity is nothing but the square box in between the initiate and end options. Once we double click this activity, we can see the activity inspector. Activity inspector is one of the important part in workflow design. Okay, if you know all the options in the activity inspector, that's it, you can create the workflow. Basically there are 6 options. One is performer, define, trigger, notification, transition, and a display. Performer is the place where you can define it should be a manual or automatic, and you can set some option to delete, like which users to be performed the action. Like you can basically select which user going to perform the action, which group of users going to perform the actions. And next step is define. Define describes the priority of the activity, uh, mostly for automatic activities. Then trigger. So trigger is something, uh, timer. You can consider it as a timer when the activity should initiate. Trigger only defines. For example, someone have to wait each and every in between. They need timer of 1 day. Some people required 1 hour. So trigger is useful for that. And next is notification tab. Every workflow have one supervisor. If some problem with the workflow instance, the notification will be triggered to supervisor. It the notification can be triggered within hour, days. Those settings they can trigger. Those settings they can define here. Next, transition is one of the crucial part to define what action needs to be taken, either based on condition, either next activity should be a reject or approve based on the user given condition here. So transition tab is very important. Next is display is plays small role only. How the workflow looks in a workflow manager. That's it. So this is the activity inspector. In performer, you can see how to select the performer. You can select a single user from a group, and you can select any one of the option here. So this is the basically activity inspector. Okay, and the next thing is flow and packages. So consider that this is our workflow. We initiated the workflow and we created three activities, and this is the end. The flow here we have defined the reject flow. Okay, so each arrow mark is define the flows. Once you double click the flow, you can see something called package. You have to define package in the flow. Package is nothing but just you need to just package contains a document or folder. The flow should carry some data, right? For example, this author user is will approve, and while approving he can attach any document or he can edit any document. The document should flow to the next activity, no? That will flow via the the flows only, but the flows contains a package. Inside the package only documents, it will hold the document. So that is the use of package. So once you define the workflow package everything, then the process is like installation. Before installation you can define some settings. Those things you can do: file template properties. You can set the template owners, I mean the process owner, and alias sets whom can use, and auditing activity you can set. There are three kind of options to save this: draft, validation, and installed. Once you install into the repository, it will store as a package. Once it store as a package, then you can config. Then you can config it in d2 config. As I said earlier in the earlier itself, we going to see how to create the workflow. Now we saw it using workflow manager how to create workflow, and we installed it in repository. Now our workflow package in repository. Now let's see how to define that workflow package in d2 config. Simple. Everyone know d2 config is configuration used to use for d2. Here first you need to go file, new, select the workflow. Here you can select the workflow template which is already available in the template. So this is the steps to configure the workflow. Okay, once you configure based on the business scenario, you can configure in configuration matrix. You can see new workflow options. Respective context, you can select single user or multiple users. So that's all, friends. This session we seen how to create workflow and how to configure it in D2. So tomorrow I will come with some useful information. Thank you. Bye.